I pulled the trigger from 2.5 miles away. The richest man in the world dropped instantly. His security team went down seconds later. Mission complete. I crossed the border without a problem and made it back to Spain. This was supposed to be my last job, $100 million, and I was done. Just my wife, my son, and a normal life. But I underestimated Bianca. She figured out who I really was. At that very moment, she was already watching my estate. The second I got home, my employer called. She told me my cover was blown. I had to disappear immediately. That's when I knew everything had gone sideways. I headed straight for my panic room. But when I opened the safe, half the money was gone. Only then did I realize my wife had already taken the cash and left. I grabbed my fake passports, the money I had left, and prepared to run. What I didn't know was that the police were already inside my estate. My brother-in-law heard a noise and turned on a light. The moment he looked up, he came face to face with Bianca. A second later, he was dead. The gunshot put me on alert instantly. I cut power to the entire house and slipped into my hidden room. Using the backup system, I watched everything through the cameras. During her search, Bianca found a photograph. For the first time, she knew exactly what I looked like. She realized she was close. A few minutes later, she entered my study. She tore the room apart, still couldn't find me. What she didn't know was that I was standing right behind the mirror, watching her. A silent battle had already begun. Eventually, she left the room. I had no intention of exposing myself, but she kept pushing. Then the alarm suddenly went off. I had no choice. I left my hiding place and started fighting back. The red laser settled on Bianca's forehead. Her partner rushed in to protect her. I dropped him instantly. Gunfire erupted throughout the house. Then I vanished back into the darkness. This was my territory. I knew every hidden passage. I held all the advantages. But Bianca wanted one thing: the name of the person who hired me, the real mastermind behind everything. What she never understood was that I wasn't doing this for anyone else. I was doing it for myself. A moment later, I deliberately spoke out loud, let her think she had my position. In reality, I had already moved behind her. Then I pulled the trigger. Bianca hit the floor. To me, the outcome had never been in doubt. There was only ever going to be one winner. After that, I left the estate and got in my car. I immediately called my employer and demanded the remaining $100 million. But before I got an answer, a truck came out of nowhere. It slammed straight into my vehicle. The impact launched me across the road. I finally understood. He was never going to pay me. If I died, every secret died with me. A few days later, I showed up on the streets again. I tracked down the woman who had been my contact. The look on her face was priceless. She couldn't believe I survived. Neither could I. She had been betrayed too. And this time, she gave me the name I needed. The man behind it all. The man who destroyed my family. Now it's his turn, and my revenge is just getting started.